welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are making this delicious pasta dish inspired by our lunch in Durham last week at Noodles and Company. Micah ordered the Pesto Cavatappi, and today I'm turning it into a skillet dinner for the family with the addition of some chicken. This literally has like 4 ingredients, folks. This has got chicken, cavatappi pasta, but you can use any kind you like, and a jar of pesto sauce, a little bit of olive oil, a few spices off the rack, and boom, dinner is ready. So let's go see how this all comes together. We're going to get started on our chicken pesto cavatappi. This dish is inspired by a trip that we took to Durham last week, and we had lunch at Noodle and Company. And if you've ever eaten lunch there, I think it's a fairly nationwide chain. Everything is pasta based. And Micah got the pesto cavatappi, and it didn't have any chicken in it, but you have the option to get that as an extra on the side, and then they'll add it in for you. But I thought this would totally make an excellent main dish for us as a family, and it's basically a 2-pot meal. We're going to cook this in the skillet. We're going to brown off 2 pounds of chicken breast, which I have cubed up here, and then we're going to boil up a pound of cavatappi pasta. And if you're not familiar with that, it's like the corkscrew pasta, so you can see what that looks like there. But I just got 1 box. Good luck finding this because I had to go to 3 grocery stores. I thought for sure I would find a Barilla of this like at Walmart, but they didn't have it. And then I went to Harris Teeter, and they did have the DiCecco. This is a very good quality pasta, either one. But you know, you could easily swap out rotini or rotelli, or even rigatoni would be fine here. It's just gonna give you a different texture. I'm just trying to mimic the dish that she had last week at the restaurant. We're going to be adding some pesto. So this is the pesto that I bought at Aldi, and this is the same pesto that I used on my pizza, only I took it out of that jar. It was really packed in there and didn't have a lot of olive oil in it. So I stuck it in this jelly jar, and I added about a tablespoon of olive oil to it just to loosen it up. And really, this is the only thing you're going to need to flavor this dish. It's super simple. This is a great quick weeknight skillet meal. I have a little extra parmesan here on the side for service, and then I have about a tablespoon of olive oil for us to cook the chicken in. We're going to season the chicken up with some dry spices, onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, a little extra oregano, and a little extra basil. And I might even give it a shot of my Skillet chicken seasoning, but I'll go over all of that when we're at the stove. When I cook for my family, I really don't think a whole lot. I don't measure. I just kind of throw stuff in a pan and cook dinner. So that's kind of what we're going to do tonight, and I'm going to bring you along with me. I have some heirloom grape and cherry tomatoes here that we're just going to use for contrast in the end when we serve our dish. And right now we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to drop my pasta in the boiling water, and we're going to meet you over at the stove, and we're going to start cooking off our chicken. All right, I have my chicken. I went ahead and dropped in my pan with olive oil, and my pan was hot. I actually am cooking some chicken here for one of my cats, and I thought I had turned that burner on, but I turned this burner on, so this pan was cooking dry, which you should never do. But it was already hot, so I went ahead and I put it in there. I'm just going to give this some shakes of some seasoning. That was my Skillet chicken rub. I'll put a link down below where you can get this. And bless you.
Thank you.
A little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder. I'm not even putting full teaspoons here. I'm just giving this a shake because it's really just to give the chicken a little seasoning before we go further. That pesto sauce is going to give us really all the flavor that we're going to need. That was some oregano, and this is some basil. Probably don't even need to use the basil because that pesto is full of basil. So really all we're going to do now is we're going to let this chicken cook until it's cooked all the way through. Then we're going to come back, and by then I think our pasta will be done and we'll be ready to put everything together. And that's how fast it's going to be to make this chicken pesto cavatappi skillet for dinner. So we'll be back when it's time to move forward. Our chicken is done, our cavatappi is all the way cooked, and this is how hard it gets from here, folks. Put your pasta in your skillet. I'm just going to give mine a little bit of a toss. And then you're going to put the pesto on. Now, I'm not going to tell you how much pesto to use because you may like more than I do. I'm going to use half of this for right now, maybe a little bit more. I may end up using all of it. That came from a very, very small jar of pesto, but I cut it with a little bit of olive oil. Pesto is very, very potent, so you don't want to be, you know, drowning this pasta in a ton of pesto. And use your favorite pesto, whatever kind you want to use. I know a lot of you shop at Costco or at Sam's Club, and you get the pesto that they sell there that has their store label. And I haven't ever tried that, but you can bet that I'm going to. I'm going to add the rest of what's in this jar because it's not a whole lot, and I feel like we'll enjoy it. And then we'll start up again. And I just have my skillet on low heat here. And this looks very, very similar to what Micah received last week when we ate at Noodles and Company. This looks amazing, and it smells fantastic. Okay, I am going to hit this with a little parm. There is Parmesan cheese in the pesto, but we're going to add a little bit more. And I am also going to add some black pepper. I'm feeling like it won't need any salt, but if it does, everybody can salt their own serving. I have a little butcher's cut black pepper here. I'm just going to add like a half a teaspoon. I'm just sprinkling it in with my hands. And that's it. Dinner's ready. We're going to go ahead and serve this with some heirloom tomatoes, and I will say dinner is done. Let's go over to the counter and we'll serve you up a plate of this chicken pesto cavatappi. And there you have it. There's our chicken pesto cavatappi all ready for dinner. One skillet meal. Well, you gotta boil the pasta in a separate pot, but still. This had, what, 4 ingredients? Pasta, chicken, pesto sauce, and a little Parmesan cheese and a few spices. So we're gonna go with that and call it 4 because it sounds good, right? This is literally on the table in less than 20 minutes and you are good to go. And it smells incredible. Are you ready to taste this?
I have to.
Yeah, he has to. He has to. He's doing it for you, the people. That's what my friend Larry over at the Wolf Pit.
I take one for you.
Yeah. Larry over at the Wolf Pit always says, I'm doing it for you, the people. What do you think?
That's delicious.
It's so good. The pesto sauce has all the seasoning that you're going to need.
Better than I thought it'd be.
Oh my goodness. Really, really good. You are going to love this. Now, I have added some of these heirloom tomatoes to my serving, and if anyone else wants to do that, they can do that too, but otherwise I've left it unadulterated in the skillet. So that's as easy as that gets. How cool is that for a quick weeknight meal? All you gotta do is have the pasta, the pesto, and the chicken. And if you'd rather keep this vegetarian, leave the chicken out. Big deal.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms would be great in here. If you want to saute those with the chicken, that would be fantastic. Either chunked up portobellos or little baby bellas would be fantastic. I think. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And I want to thank you for joining me today. If you are new to my kitchen, welcome. It's always fantastic to welcome new friends. If you liked my video today, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And as always, if you are a tried and true member of the Noreen's Kitchen family, be sure and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope you give this chicken pesto cavatappi a try, and I hope that you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.